Hello, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed the meditation and you are in the space now where life gets lifey, as we know, but it's getting lifey outside, somewhere else, as we're spending the time to be with ourselves and just take a break. So, the first part that we're going to do is we're going to be creating the circles. And the idea of creating these circles is to not to think about it at all. Is to just put the circles around based on how you feel. And the feeling is your intuition speaking to you and guiding your hands in certain areas. So it's a matter of letting go and letting that happen. And also we'll be using our pencil because we're going to be just placing them to begin with on the page. Now I said I'm going to be using these two, but I may change my mind because that's the point of the intuition. You can at some point think, you know what, I don't particularly need another circle or even an additional circle. You look at it and think, you know what, that's okay. I'm happy with that. All right. So the amount of circles don't matter. It literally is how you feel. You want your circles. You feel your circles need to be on the page. So I'm going to go ahead and start drawing some circles. And what I'm going to do is to be quiet for a little while as I'm doing this, drawing the circles, because all of this is part of the relaxation and the meditative part of doing this particular type of doodling. So I'm going to pause, stop talking for a little bit, and allow you to just take that time to be with yourself and let go and enjoy making your circles. Okay, well, I've completed my bubbles. If you haven't, please pause the video and come back to it when you have. So just need to sit with those, the circles that you've created. Just sit and have a look at them for a moment. You don't need to have anything come to mind. It's just an acknowledgement of where you are through the creative process at this moment. We're now going to go in. I'm going to pick up my 0.5, and this is where, if you haven't got a thick enough pen, so really what you want is ideally one thick one like this and a thin one. If not, the thick one, just ensure that you do a few circles around it. It's because once we start doing the intricate details, you need to be able to see where the pen is, where those circles are. So I'm just going to go in with my 0.5, and again I'm going to keep quiet as we do this. The other thing to bear in mind is that you don't have to be absolutely precise in terms of putting the going over the pencil markings. You can use them, which they are just guides. They're just guides to where you feel that you want the circles to be. And I'm going to go over it with the using the same stencil. Obviously, if you feel that you can, just do it by hand, but just feel that they're only guides is what I really want you to feel it as. And if you what was I saying now? If it'll come back to me later. I'll probably wake up in the middle of the night and go, oh yeah, that's what it was. But yeah, I'm going to stay quiet for a little while now whilst you're going through, drawing out your circles. And just remember to breathe and bring your attention back to your breathing and just feeling grounded and into that space as you draw the circles. And take your time. That's what it was. Yeah, no rush. Just take your time. Okay, I finished mine. And as always, if you haven't completed yours, please pause the video and come back and join us. So the next part is no need to rub out the eraser. Sorry, no, you don't need to remove the pencil markers. Rub out the pencil markings at this point. Want to really give it a chance to rest, to dry, and we're going to be making more lines that we're going to need to use the eraser to remove. So at this point it doesn't matter. I'm going to say to just leave them until the end, and then all the pencil markings can be removed at the same time. So now what we're going to do is we're going to be creating those the lines, and it's about the lines are really going to become our doodling. This is the let it go and let your intuition guide your hand and your mind in the direction on the page without you having any control. Just let it go and let your hand go so that it just goes where it wants to go. It does the shapes, it does the movement, it doesn't matter. You just keep going. And when you stop to look at it, don't say, oh, this bit is not fitting or whatever. Say, no, leave it the way it is. Even if there's great big gaps in your doodling, leave it as it is, because it's about the intuition. It's about knowing to keep going until you're ready to stop, until your intuition's ready to stop. But in this case, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing it for 30 seconds. I'm going to set a timer. And this is to ensure that you give yourself a little time to do it. And then we can then go on to the next stage, because you really want to have a nice sort of spaghetti junction. And once we've got that, I will explain more about what it is that is on that page, because it's better as we go along and it's in front of you, that it's easier to understand what I'm jibber jabbering about. So as I said, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to set the timer, and our timer is going to be for 30 seconds. So let me just make sure that you can see the timer. Let me see, what's it doing? Oh, technical stuff. Why isn't it let me put the timer on?